When I was 18, my family told me that I must marry only an Uyghur guy. Because we, as an ethnic minority in Kyrgyzstan, should save our identity. When I turned 20, my parents said that my husband could have any ethnic background, but must be Muslim, because that's what matters. Now I'm 27, and my family is praying, let it be a man. I would love to share my story, how others' expectations influenced me and how I influenced theirs over time. To know me better, you should first meet my mom. She loves the perfection, which was far from the way I was as a kid. Our garden in Lebedenovka has a wonderful trees of apples and apricots, raspberries, grass. It was a wonderful place to grow up, but a terrible place to keep 5-year-old clean and tidy. When I used to climb onto the roof to eat some apricots, I felt myself so free and alive. However, usually after that, I found myself in the middle of the yard being shouted at because of my dirty clothes and being too much over a tomboy. My mom always said, look at this, perfect girls. They're so clean, tidy, and obedient. And I tried to be like them, very hard. Especially during teenage years, when I wanted to be accepted by peers. I didn't have the strength to fight every second for the right to be myself. I started to think that I should compromise and be wise. But then, one day, my best friend was kidnapped. Yeah, we have bride kidnapping tradition in Kyrgyzstan. Statistic varies from source to source, but I have my own. I had 3 best friends in high school, and 3 of them were stolen from the age of 17 to 19. One of them was Camila. She was ambitious, wanted to graduate from university, have a job, and only then get married. But her boyfriend thought differently. I remember I told her she could run away, sue him. But other friends said that Camila and her boyfriend are family now and I shouldn't interfere. That was the moment I realized that the same thing could happen to me. And I wanted to do something about it. So I joined the intersectional feminist movement 8.365, which organizes women's marches. I finally fitted in somewhere, and I didn't have to be perfect anymore. So the March of 2019 was an inspirational place. 500 people in the same place shared that idea that woman is a human being. What could be better? It was like euphoria. I wore national clothes, took the rainbow flag, and media made pictures of our happy faces. Sounds great, right? No, it wasn't. The next day, the conservative media published articles about gay propaganda and foreign agencies, and my happy faces went on the front page of the national newspaper. There were tons of hate speech and threats. Police didn't do anything about it. But my family did. My 8 uncles and aunts gathered in my house. They told me, Nadira, you shouldn't go on those marches because some might think that you are queer, or worse, a feminist. My mom agreed with them, and I tried to explain to her that women face discrimination, violence, and those marches happens to bring the attention to the problem. In the March of 2020, we've been attacked by radical groups. I remember a huge man in a mask going up to two 11-year-old girls who were holding tightly onto their homemade placards. He ripped them up in front of girls' faces and said, "I'm protecting children from Western values." It was scary. Meanwhile, the police arrested the participants, but not the attackers. I think that this experience changed my family perspective. They were afraid of my safety. To be honest, I was afraid too. But even if I stop going on those marches, nothing will change. Because being queer and a woman in Kyrgyzstan is dangerous in itself. So that's why I joined the march this year. But I tried to make my placard in a tiny space, quickly, so as not to have any discussion with my family. My mom caught me at the scene of the crime. "What is that?" she asked. "Yeah, like this." She throw the glass and "What is that?" "Mom, this is..." "Stop mumbling! Why your placard is so messy? Let me fix your crooked lines." She took the placard, started to draw pretty letters, and my niece came in and asked, "Why are you doing that?" And my mom replied, "Because there are still people who don't realize that women should have rights." It wasn't a dream. I pinched myself to make sure it was a reality. My mom gave the placard to me and said, "Now it looks perfect." And it was. Thank you.